So we want to build our app from scratch so that we can better understand how React Native works. So for that, we are going to reset this folder we just created, the Behavior Bank folder, the app we created with last command, the last class. We're going to reset it so that you can we can get a blank slate and start afresh. So to reset it, we're going to type this command npm run reset project. Now what you need to know is that you don't need to you don't need to cram all these commands that we've been working on since today. Now, okay, so do you want to move existing files? Yes. You want to move it? Yes. Press Y for yes. Remember, I say Y for yes, N for no. Enter. Now, what it does is that it clears all the templates that came with the app we created earlier into a particular folder called app example. Now, let's go back to the folder. Let me show you what it does here. Now, you can see what happens here. This folder was not here before, but now it has come here. To move everything in the previous app to this particular folder called app example. So we don't need it. We can delete it if you want to reduce the size of our folder. We can delete it because we're not going to be using it anymore. Okay, so this is what our app looks like. Now, every folder you're going to be working in this particular course, all the files you're going to be working with are going to be inside this folder. Now, first of all, you're going to focus on this app folder. You open this app folder, you can see just two screens here, index and layout. And this asset folder you're seeing here, assets folder is for where we add our images, or you want to use a special font, this way add it here. You can see all the images that came with the default app. So going back, now you can see all these files here. Now, these node modules, these are where the dependencies are installed. When you download a new node module using command prompt, all of them are installed in these node modules here. So that's that for resetting the app. Now, if you have flaws in the last class, we already set the app so that we can build our own app from scratch. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be editing the existing templates provided with us when we set the app. Now, first of all, we need to be testing the app to see any changes we make. It's common standard practice that when you make a mistake, when you make changes on your code, you have to test it on your live device or an emulator to make sure that it's working fine. Now, in order to test our apps on our phone, we're going to use Expo app. Now, if you have your Android phone, your iOS, go to your Play Store or Apple Store and download Expo. Now, Expo will help us to be testing our application on our phone. I'm going to show you shortly how to download Expo on your Android phone. But before we download, you need to start. Let's start the testing environment on our PC. Now, npx Expo start. Now, all these commands I mentioned here are in my ebook. So you want to have you can write it down or go to the link in the video and download the ebook to get all the commands which I'm using in this tutorial. Now press enter. Now this command I put here is going to create like a server-like environment where I can connect my phone, right? Okay, and no, just wants to allow, click on allow. Now it creates like a server-like environment that will allow me to connect my phone to my PC, and I'm testing the app live on my phone as if it's running on my phone already. It's not running on my phone, I'm just running it through Expo. Now the app is ready, the environment is already set up, this code is already set up. So what we're going to do next is going to go to our Play Store and download our Expo app. Now to download Expo app for our Android phones, go to Play Store on your mobile phone. Then you're going to search for Expo Go. Now, Expo Go is already installed on our phone, so don't need to install again. But if it's not installed on your phone, you can click on install. Yeah, right here when you see update, you're going to see install. And once you install it, you are good to go in testing your applications on your mobile phone. So this is what the Expo Go apps looks like in this home screen. So we're going to scan that QR code we generated with our command prompt the other time to connect this app on our phone to the Expo to the Expo Go server we created with our laptop. Now, mind you, both your phone and the computer you're using for building or development should be on the same network, right? They should be using the same Wi-Fi router. So we already connected that. We're going to click on scan now. Now it's going to scan the QR code and it's going to load our app for us. Now it seems there's something wrong with our internet connection. We need to check that out. Okay, there's actually something wrong with the internet connection. Let's refresh to try that again. I can see now our app is loading, right? It's downloading all the files that we used in that we created when building our app. So this is what our app looks like at this point in time. So subsequent classes we are going to discuss how to edit this home screen and how we got here from the app.